Good morning, students. Today we are going to start our new chapter, chapter number 16, that is your garbage in, garbage out. So, let's get started. If I'm talking about the garbage, first question come our mind that what is garbage? Think about it. Garbage are the waste material of your home. Okay, and we normally throw garbage in a dustbin, as this can be seen in your school also, in your home also. Okay, so dustbin play a very important role in our lives. So in this chapter we are going to discuss about that after throwing in the dustbin, what happens to the garbage, and what are the types of garbage, and the most important thing, that how is garbage managed. Okay, that what kind of technique we are using to manage the waste material of our house, your school, your factories, your workplace, and many more. Okay, so let's get started about this thing. If I am talking about the garbage, that is your waste material, normally it contains your wrappers of your chocolates, wrappers of your chips, Lays, okay, and your empty bottles, your broken toys, and many more. Okay, but here if you remember one thing, that you sell some of the waste material to the junk dealer, which we normally call as kabadi wala. So why we sell some of the waste material, why some we are simply throw in a dustbin? The waste material which are sell to the junk dealers normally contain old newspaper, old gadgets, and many more. Actually, the junk dealer will give you money in return of this old newspaper and old gadget. Now, next question arises in our mind, that why this junk dealer buy old newspaper and old gadget? What is the use of it? What he or she can do of it? Okay, so normally what happen, your junk dealer sell this kind of material to the people, or we can say factory people who work in the factories, who try to make new things from this waste material so that it can be reused again. Okay, and after that it is sell in your market. So it's a profit of junk dealer, and also that factory people who use the waste material, proceed the waste material and change the waste material into a new thing so that it can be reused again. But here I want to add one thing, that this thing we are going to sell and it can be reused by this kind of people, but what happened to this kind of wastage material, or we can say garbage, that has not been sent to anybody? and we have to simply throw in the dustbin. Okay, so let me discuss about it, that what will happen to this kind of garbage. Actually, in your home or in your street, in your village, some people used to collect the garbage. With what kind of garbage? This kind of garbage. This kind of garbage. And after collecting the garbage, it is dumped to a big local garbage area of your locality. Okay, and after this, the garbage has been taken to a site which is known to be landfill. Now, next question arises, that what is landfill? If you focus on this word, this will explain the whole meaning. That landfill, that something is filling in your land. Okay, to make a landfill, we require some of the things. Let's discuss about it. First thing is that we need a huge, or we can say big, open area which is selected outside of the city, and it is important that it should be outside of the city. For instance, suppose that if it is inside of the city, what will happen? The people will get the bad smell of this garbage, and in some of the ways they are taking the bad smell with the air and get suffer with many kind of respiratory disease. Okay, and it is not good for their health. So for this, it is important that we have to select this huge or big open area outside of our city or town. Now, next process, we have to dig up this area. So I am making here to clear the picture. So suppose this is your area. Which we are going to make our landfill. Okay, next thing, we are dug up. Sorry, this is your dug up. Okay, and the soil which we get after dug up, we are settled outside of this area. Okay, now next what will we do? We spread layer of clay soil at the base of this area. Okay, so I am taking the help of another color, red pen. Let it be this clay soil like this. Okay, so this is your clay soil. I am spreading at the base. Now next question arises, that why we are using clay soil? We can use our normal soil also. Actually, this clay soil have the property of absorbing less. Its absorption power usually less, okay, as compared to our normal soil. So when we spread this layer of clay soil at the base, it prevents the leakage, or we can say absorption of harmful waste material to the soil, or we can say ground. Because as if we are not preventing this harmful waste material to go into our soil, then what will happen? It get mixed with the groundwater, and we are usually depend upon the groundwater for our daily purpose. So somehow we are indirectly get affected by this waste materials. So it is important to prevent this leakage or absorption of harmful waste material to go into the soil or our ground. So this is your third step, and why it is important I already discussed with you. Now the last one is that we have to spread plastic garbage, or we can say waste material, at this layer of soil. So I am showing with the help of glue pen. This is your plastic which I am spreading on the layer of clay soil. Okay. After this, we throw our collected garbage into this area. Here we name this area as a pit. P-I-T, pit. Now it is our pit. So I am simply saying that in next we are throwing our collected garbage into this pit. After this, we have to segregate. We have to segregate our garbage. Segregate means that we have to separate the waste materials into category. First, that of useful, and second one, that is a useless thing. Okay, normally you have already seen people, normally children, okay, they usually carry a bag at their back and collect the useful materials, that for example your plastic, your glass, and many more. Okay, that will be useful for them. Okay, maybe they gain some money from it. Okay, or maybe some another reason. So normally we segregate the garbage into two categories, one of useful and second one is of useless. After this, we throw this useless garbage into this pit, and after this we covered with layer of soil. We covered with the layer of soil. Okay, so this is all about the day one process. But as we know that we are not throwing garbage for only one day, we are throwing it daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly. Okay, this was a continuous process of our life. So this is all about the day one process. Day two, again this will repeat. Day three again this will repeat it, and it will be continuous. What we can do, actually, we separate or divide this landfill into small compartments, and we call this compartment as cells. Okay. So, for example, if your landfill area, and we have divided into 4 compartments, or we can say cells. This is cell number 1, cell number 2, cell number 3, cell number 4. This is for day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, and continue. So for day 1, we collected our garbage and throw in this, day 2 for this, day 3 for this, day 4 for this, and it will be continue. After this, when our landfill will get filled by this garbage and there will be no space, then we take the help of bulldozer to compress this cell so as to create space for more garbage add on these cells. Okay, once it will get fully covered, after this we covered with a thick layer of soil and convert it into park, or simply we can say we plant trees. Okay, and near about 20 to 25 years we have not made any kind of building on it. Okay, and no other construction we will do on this area or on this park. Actually, what will happen during this duration of 20-25 years, your garbage decomposes and started mixing with the soil. Mixing with the soil. Actually, after the decomposition of garbage, it will be act as a manure for the soil. Okay, so this is all about the thing that what happens to the garbage when it get collected from your houses, and what is all about the process of landfill. For today class, that's enough. Next topic we will do in our next class. Thank you and have a nice day.